Wow. Well, my name is Sean Cowgill, guys, and I don't mind saying my full name. Go ahead and Google it. I have nothing to hide anymore. It's going to show up a bunch of YouTube stuff. If you Google Sean Cowgill IRS, you can see all about my charges because I filed false tax refunds, mainly for a bunch of homeless guys and drug addicts that I could get them $3,000 or $4,000 within 10 days. And I told them if they tell a friend, I'll give you $100. The phones did not stop ringing. I actually had to teach people how to file false tax returns. So I ended up with like 8 co-defendants. We owe the government $1.7 million in damages. Those are the refunds that we got for people. We took 20%. We gave them 80%. And they got me on the way I collected the money because I had their refunds come to my bank account, and then I'd give them their 80%. I'm not going to trust a homeless drug addict to get his refund check and then fine me and pay me. Yeah, so I did 52 months in a federal prison for that. I got lucky, guys. I got to go to minimum security to a camp. Exactly. I really thought I was Robin Hood, and I had all these homeless guys thanking me. I'm giving them a $2,600, and I went back 3 years, so they ended up getting like $7-8 grand. Took another month to get the last 2 checks, but it was all drug related. I had drug dealers coming in, bringing me their customers, so that when they got their refund money, they could buy the drugs off the drug dealer. But and I thought I was Robin Hood, man. I really did. God, I can't believe that, And when I started this scam, I was living in a homeless shelter. So my philosophy was, okay, what are they going to do? Feed me, clothe me, give me 3 hots and a cot? I'm in a homeless shelter, which I got kicked out of for doing the taxes. So then I'm living under a bridge for a while until I started getting a little money and was able to save it and get a motel room. And then eventually I rented a house. But not really. You know what they used to call me? The Weasel. I was always the guy trying to pull some kind of scam. And I finally thought my ship came in. I'd mess around with credit card numbers and, phony checks or cash and bad checks. And I had drug dealers that I grew up kind of in a bad neighborhood in San Francisco, and very few whites. I called it the VFW, stands for very few whites. It was East Side Daly City, right like 3 blocks from the border of San Francisco. But these drug dealers would have these fake credit cards, stolen they'd have a credit card with a different account on the strip, and they needed somebody to go into stores and buy things. So since I was white, they dressed me up in a shirt and a tie and have me go in these stores and buy all this stuff for them. I was too afraid to go do like a robbery crime or a burglary, so I tried to do it, credit card fraud or whatever it was, I don't know if you call that white collar. I call it tweakers crimes, identity theft, all that stuff, the chicken shit way, so I whatever it was, it landed me in prison finally.